Hello, this is Rick Saltarelli with Salty Breeze Cruise Planners with this week's segment of Beyond Your Front Door. And today I am going to take an attempt to answer a couple of questions that we are asked fairly regularly, but certainly being asked these days. And one is, what is it like to travel right now? And the other is, what are the hotspots that people are asking about or where people are traveling to? So perhaps I'll start with that one first because it might lead to the other. So right now we have clients or friends or people that we know personally who are traveling pretty much throughout the world. So we have those that are gone to Alaska to enjoy an Alaska vacation and to see the Northern Lights. We have those that are in the Northwest of the United States, traveling through the national parks and seeing Yellowstone and going to see places like Jackson Hole, going to the Black Hills and seeing Mount Rushmore on guided vacations. We have those who are in Mexico enjoying a all-inclusive vacation. We have some certainly who are cruising, some in the Caribbean, some in Bermuda still. We have some that are in Iceland and enjoying guided vacations on that beautiful island. And we have those who are doing river cruises. Several are doing river cruises throughout Europe. And we have some that are in Greece, enjoying a Greek island cruise. So as you can see, the travel is pretty much around the world in several places and by different modes. So some are on river cruises, some are on guided vacations, some are on ocean cruises, and some are even on road trips. That's what we are doing. Right now, we are in the middle of a road trip. We are currently in Canada traveling by car and have traveled about 2,600 miles already. And we are not quite halfway through our vacation. So there are a lot of people traveling and the experiences are different. Each and every place where you go, the rules are a little different as you might expect. The entry requirements in some places are different than others. If you're traveling by airline and then traveling by some other mode, you certainly have to take a look at what the rules are for the carrier when it comes to the airline, and then perhaps even some different rules when it comes to the carrier if you're using either a cruise or going on a guided vacation. But even if you're driving by car, you have to be cognizant of what is happening in different states when it comes to mask rules, no mask rules, all those sorts of things. So that is what we do as professional travel advisors. We keep ahead of all of that so we can guide people. When you're going to some other countries, a lot will depend on whether you are vaccinated or not vaccinated. And I will say at this point in time, those who are fully vaccinated will have a much easier time making selections for where they may want to go, but that's only at this time only. And that kind of leads me into part of the discussion about what is hot and where do people want to go. Well, certainly if you are vaccinated, you have a lot of places where you can go, much more than if you are not vaccinated. And this isn't a discussion about whether you should or whether you shouldn't. It is a personal decision, but some countries do require that you are vaccinated before you come, and others don't have those same rules. The one thing that we will say, if you choose to leave the country and you are returning by air to the United States, you will have to have a COVID test, a negative COVID test, to present to the airline before you return to the United States. And so there's a blend of what it's like to travel right now in some of the very hot destinations. I will say that most of those destinations, especially those who are traveling to Alaska, to the national parks, who are on river cruises, those who have gone to the Greek islands, those who are in Iceland, for the most part, these were bucket lists for people. These were trips that they had on their planning board for some time. And when travel pretty much shut down in 2020, they certainly looked at 2021 as an opportunity to get one of those bucket list travel items done. And so that is the trend that we are seeing again for 2022. So there are still some travel modes that aren't completely back yet here in August 2021. But from what we are seeing from the cruise lines, especially, they expect to have their entire fleet back for 2022. So this is a great time to be thinking about your planning for 2022. We don't know what the rules will be in 2021 later this year because a lot of it is going to be affected by the CDC orders for traveling. And those CDC orders, especially when it comes to cruising, are in effect until approximately November the 1st. So the rules may change for 2021, opening up for traveling, but certainly we believe that 2022 will look vastly different, more open for those who want to travel in 22 and 2023 and beyond. And we have mentioned on this program before a couple of things. One is that availability will continue to shrink as people have shifted their vacations to 2022 and 2023. And for those who have future travel certificates, they all have kind of a life on them. Some will have to be booked in the spring of 2022. Some may go beyond that. But all of those future travel certificates, pretty much all of them do have a life. So if you have a future travel certificate, either with a cruise line or perhaps with a tour operator, you may want to take a look at that or call your travel agent. If you are one of our clients, we are keeping up to date about that for you and keeping you informed about when those future travel certificates life may just run out. The other thing is you may have what's called a next travel certificate or a next cruise certificate. Those are different. Those are future cruise deposits that you paid for while you were enjoying your last vacation. They also have a life on them. So whether you have a future travel certificate or a next travel certificate, those are things that you will want to pull out and check to see what the life is on them so that you can at least get those vacations booked. If you need help with anything that I've talked about today, or if you have any questions about any destination or any travel mode or what the travel rules are right now, you're always welcome to give us a call. Myself and Karen, Amanda, Jennifer, Cheryl, and Angela, we are all standing by to help. The best way to get a hold of us is by calling us on our toll-free number at 888-332-8202. I'm Rick Saltarelli with Salty Breeze Cruise Planners, the place where we help create lifelong lasting memories. And I'm hoping you all the very best for the fall and for the upcoming Labor Day weekend. Thank you.